¡Dante, espera! Quédate conmigo, amigo. No sé qué es este lugar.
Hello, Darla. Hello, Lee. It's lovely meeting you, and congratulations. What an incredible, amazing movie.
Thank you.
Really touched my heart. I'm sure it's going to be a smashing success. What is the thing you love the most about Coco?
The thing we love the most about Coco is that it's a film about family, and that we set it in Mexico against this beautiful holiday of Dia de Muertos. So, and because we did that, because this country's so amazing, and we got a chance to explore the rich country and the beautiful music and all the amazing food.
Miguel. Mamá Imelda, te ves bien.
¿Qué sucede aquí?
Es un sueño, ¿verdad? ¿En serio siguen aquí?
Bienvenidos. ¿Algo que declarar? Ya que lo pregunta, pues, algo.
How was it to be part of this project? I mean, as Darla was saying, it talks about the family values, about love, about music, about dreams, even about death, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was challenging in a lot of ways. Pixar had never made such a culturally specific movie before. We hadn't made a movie that had so much music in it, different in songs and that kind of thing. But it was a challenge we wanted to take on.
¡Miren, es el niño vivo!
¡Tu dedo!
¡Me convierto en esqueleto!
Tienes que volver antes del amanecer. Yo te puedo ayudar.
¿Este eres tú?
Muy guapo,
What is the secret for a great story, as you just said?
Well, I think the secret to a great story is a story that makes you genuinely feel something, have strong feelings. It doesn't have to be that it makes you cry. It could be that it makes you really laugh hard or frightens you. And I think the best stories are stories that do all of those things.
Toda mi vida siempre hubo algo dentro de mí, algo que me hacía diferente.
Es inútil negar a que has venido al mundo.
Ahora tú debes decidir.
What is the best of working for children?
You know, we don't think of ourselves as making movies for kids. We make movies for everyone. We make movies that we want to go see.
Right.
And we just make sure they're appropriate for kids.
Right.
I think the moment you try to make something for kids, then you're making something not great and that adults aren't going to be interested in.
Coco talks about the dream of a child. Do you remember what were your dreams back then in your childhood when you guys were kids?
Absolutely, yes. I wanted to be an artist, and I definitely wanted to be in the artistic field.
Yeah, I wanted to be an artist too because my dad was an artist. So I wanted to be an artist, and then I wanted to be an actor, spend a lot of time with that, and then ultimately I wanted to make movies.
Soy terriblemente alérgico.
Pero Dante no tiene ni un pelo, señor.
Y yo no tengo nariz. Así son las cosas.
And do you think that Coco somehow is going to encourage many adults to go in search of their forgotten dreams?
Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I hope that people get in touch with their forgotten dreams and their forgotten relatives. So I hope both things happen.
And what was your favorite character or maybe cartoon when you guys were kids?
I think the first film I saw was Bambi. And I loved all of the animals in Bambi, and such a beautiful movie.
All of these movies from Disney take us to our childhood. Does it happen to you the same while you're filming, directing, producing, making the movie? That sense of going back to
I think so. I think a lot of us working at Pixar feel like we've never really grown up. You know, we have to tap into kind of that childlike, innocent creativity that a lot of people lose as they grow up, and we've somehow managed to hang on to it. We need to do what we do.
It's in the water at Pixar. If you drink any, no.
¿Qué está pasando? Estoy soñando.
Darla, you are the envy of the whole world because I know that you have your own character in Finding Nemo.
Yes.
It's basically based on you.
Well,
how incredible, amazing is that? How do you feel about it?
well, I love it. It's not exactly based on me because, ironically, I love animals. But Andrew Stanton, the director, and I always would play practical jokes on each other, and so he put that in the film and then convinced me to keep it in the movie. But I love it. It's an enormous honor.
It's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I love it. It's very exciting.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, as it is a movie, thank you so much. Really touched our hearts, and I'm sure it's going to be a huge success in Argentina and in the whole world. Thank you for this.
Awesome. Thank you.
Mi familia y yo podremos tener nuestras diferencias, pero nos mantenemos juntos. Nada es más importante que la gente que amas.
Hello, Hello, Adrian. It's lovely meeting you.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Congratulations. Such a beautiful movie, Coco.
Oh, thank you.
I spent the whole morning singing Remember Me. The music, the message. It talks about love, about family values, even about death. How would you define this, Coco?
Exactly that way. It's a film about music. It's about following your passion, and it's about knowing where you come from. I think a lot of us, if we knew the stories of our family, it would tell us about where we're meant to go, and so all of those things combined add up to Coco.
No es un sueño, ¿verdad? ¿En serio siguen aquí?
Bienvenidos. ¿Algo que declarar? Ya que lo pregunta, pues, algo.
What things impact you the most about Mexican culture?
I think it's the sense of family and how important it is, and I think that's something that a lot of people relate to. But you know, it's something that's so true to my experience that we really wanted to create this real family and these real challenges, because I think people recognize it.
Have you ever been to the Día de los Muertos?
Yes.
Yes. Have you celebrated many times?
Since making this film, yes. The most kind of special experience is we got to visit a small town in Oaxaca, and to go out to the cemeteries and to be invited into people's homes, to have them share their memories of the people who are on the ofrenda. It gave me an understanding of what this celebration means in terms of family, in terms of community, that now I share with my family, that I share in my community.
You think with Coco, this tradition, this Mexican tradition of celebrating El Día de los Muertos, it's going to spread around the world, so people will know what is it about it?
I hope so. I think it gives people the opportunity to think about, you know, who am I connected to? What is my family's story?
Miguel. Mamá Imelda, ¿te ves bien?
¿Qué sucede aquí?
What made you say, I want to do animated films?
I just love the opportunity to use your imagination to create new worlds, and to be able to do that on Coco, to create this land of the dead that's so beautiful, that's so full of music and humor, is the culmination of all of my childhood dreams.
And if you would not have been in the movie industry, what would you have done? What other profession, career would you have chosen?
I've always, I don't know, I've had a mathematical brain, so maybe something in physics, maybe something in music.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Yeah, I think whatever talent you have, if it's something that brings you joy, you foster it and you do amazing things with it. So.
Siempre hubo algo dentro de mí, algo que me hacía diferente.
Es inútil negar a que has venido al mundo.
Ahora tú debes decidir.
Adrian, I know that a part of the character of Gael Garcia, Hector, was recorded in Buenos Aires, where I am from Argentina. Is it true that Gael would go to the studio riding bicycle? Is that true? I had that rumor.
We recorded in the studio, and you know, he's a guy who really enjoys life, and I think that's beautiful that you know, you ride around town and you go to a studio and you record a session. You know, you have to enjoy life, and I love that Gael is one who does.
How were those days in Buenos Aires in Argentina?
It was beautiful. It was the first time I'd ever been to Buenos Aires.
What is the thing you like most?
I loved the food. I loved the architecture, and yeah, it was just, there's something so fun about going to new places and meeting new people and understanding their culture. So every opportunity I get, I just try to enjoy it and embrace it.
Do you find any similarities between Argentina and Mexico? The culture, the traditions, maybe the food. Well, the food now.
very.
Here, everything is very spicy.
Yeah. It was very meat and potatoes and wine. You know, only in the language and the kindness of the people. You know, those were the things that I found familiar. But it's always nice to, you know, it's a different accent, so it takes a little while for your ear to get used to it. But you know, the warm welcome was very similar to what I've experienced.
Soy terriblemente alérgico.
Pero Dante no tiene ni un pelo, señor.
Y yo no tengo nariz. Así son las cosas.
Why should Argentinian family, Argentinian audience should go to the movies and see Coco?
This is a film that I would especially recommend you take your family to, because no matter where you're from, it speaks to that connection and all the sacrifices and all the experiences that we share growing up in a family. And if you watch this film with your family, I promise you emotions are going to come up, and you're going to want to talk about it all the way home. It's such an experience with someone who you love.
Did your family already see the film?
They did.
What was their impression?
There were lots of tears and lots of hugs and lots of talking about their favorite parts, but I think most of all they were proud, and that touched me very much.
Who would you dedicate this film to?
I would dedicate this film to all the generations of my family. I think it takes a while to learn the sacrifices that they make on your behalf, and I think it's really important to notice that and be thankful, so I would dedicate it to them.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Lovely meeting you again. Thank you for this movie.
Thank you.
Camino igual que un esqueleto, para ser igual.
No, los esqueletos no caminan así.
¿Así lo haces tú?
No es cierto. Ya basta.
Bueno, como verán, me puse el vestido amarillo gracias Casa Rincón. Dicen que el amarillo es medio mufa para la alfombra, pero no importa. Total, la película no es nuestra y seguramente le va a ir bárbaro porque va a ser un suceso, porque la película es tremenda, es buenísima. Así que bueno, nosotros ya hemos tenido la oportunidad de ver la peli. El día que llegamos, el streaming para los periodistas, hoy es la alfombra roja para todos los medios y las celebridades y figuras aquí de México. Les vamos a ir contando todos los detalles de este súper evento, mega premier en la Ciudad de México con todas las estrellas y figuras de Coco. Recién llegada, estamos en el Palacio de Bellas Artes, es un lugar imponente, realmente increíble. Estamos en el centro del DF en el México, se esperan muchas figuras y celebridades hoy presentes y vamos a celebrar la cultura, la tradición mexicana y el gran estreno de Coco.
Ay, gordo, no, toma 3 fotos.
Ay, gordo, me encanta como hablan los colombianos, ese acento colombiano, cachaco de Bogotá, me encanta. Miren lo que es Paraguay, Colombia, dos grandes exponentes, bellezas, presentadoras de televisión en sus respectivos países. Primero hablemos del look para esta noche, premier mundial de Coco. ¿No se sienten estrellas de Hollywood esta noche desfilando por la alfombra roja?
Coincidimos con el color, ¿eh? ¿Verdad, con Lauri?
Miren lo que es esto, impresionante, la cantidad de gente de todas partes, tremendo, ¿eh? Se ha llenado el Palacio de Bellas Artes y ya vienen llegando los filmmakers, los productores, directores de la película. Hay una revolución total, ¿eh? Tremendo. Están conectadas, chicas, subiendo todas las redes.
No tengo internet.
Está la nena de Soy Luna, está Carol, la estrella de Soy Luna. Mi sobrina se muere de un infarto si la ve. Ya tengo foto, tengo video, tengo todo. Está llegando Gael García. ¿Dónde está? Ay, no, mira. Está Carol, estrella de Soy Luna de Disney. Carol, quiero un saludo para todos los argentinos que te aman porque sos una estrella en Argentina.
Hola, estoy en México, así no puedo hablar. Escúchame.
Pero te sale muy bien. Se te pega un acento argentino.
No es cierto. Bueno, a veces algunas palabras. Ey, son muy copados.
Ah, mira qué bien. ¿Qué extrañas de Buenos Aires?
El asado me gusta muchísimo, la verdad que sí. Y la gente es muy buena onda, la verdad que muy copada.
Muy copada, me encanta porque tiene todo el léxico argentino. ¿Qué se siente ser parte de esta super película Coco?
No, es muy emocionante. La verdad que poder ser parte de del soundtrack de la película y cantar una canción tan importante para México ha sido una experiencia muy bonita y una interpretación bastante linda.
¿Y personaje favorito de la película cuál fue? ¿Ya la viste la película o la estás viendo ahora por primera vez?
No, la voy a ver por primera vez, pero me han contado y de repente he visto los trailers. Me gusta mucho Miguel, me encanta Miguel.
Ay, Miguel es muy tierno.
Me encanta el perrito.
Sí, Dante se llama.
Me encanta Dante.
Bueno, que disfrutes de la película. Te amamos en Argentina. Es impresionante cómo te quieren sobrinos ya. Decía Carol, un saludito para acá, para todos. Y bueno, es una gran estrella de México y en Argentina te amamos. Así
muchas gracias. Yo amo Argentina.
Te esperamos pronto. Obvio que sí. Miren la gente cómo celebra a lo largo de todo el mes las festividades. Me gusta eso, Qué lindo, qué bonito el arte, el maquillaje, todo, el luquete completo. Bueno, de esta manera es como los mexicanos. ¿Qué significa esta celebración? ¿Qué te pareció la película?
Pues la verdad me pareció muy padre cómo pusieron todas nuestra cultura en la película, ¿no? Estuvo muy padre, la verdad. Cómo incluyeron todo, las canciones y todo, me emocioné mucho al verla.
¿Cuál fue el personaje que más te conmovió, el que más te gustó?
Héctor y Miguel.
Ay, muy lindos, adorables los dos. Bueno, te felicito, me encanta ese look, ¿eh?
Muchas gracias.
De esa manera recuerdan a los muertos con amor, con alegría, con celebración y con música también. Bueno, ya estamos acá en el aeropuerto de la Ciudad de México. Se termina nuestro viaje, este viaje maravilloso, increíble. Haber tenido la oportunidad y la experiencia de viajar una vez más a esta ciudad que amo tanto porque amo México. Venir a entrevistar a grandes figuras del cine como la es Gael García Bernal y bueno, tener también la oportunidad y el lujo de presenciar la van premier ayer en el Palacio de Bellas Artes. Una cosa impresionante, un mega evento. Un lujo haber estado ahí, haber sido invitada por la gente de Disney. Fue todo lindo, todo hermoso, todo maravilloso. Así que gracias, Disney, y a vos del otro lado por vivir, disfrutar conmigo este viaje, esta experiencia, este minuto a minuto, este especial desde México con Road Movie. Así que nos encontramos el próximo fin de semana acá en la pantalla de C5N, como cada fin de semana, con mucho, pero mucho más del cine, de la música, del entretenimiento, desde cualquier rincón del mundo donde te voy a sorprender. ¡Mua! Chao, hasta el próximo fin de semana. Ah, miren esto, el detalle. Divino, servicio VIP, me llevan en carrito y todo, no tengo que caminar. Un lujo, ojalá siempre fuese así. Chao.